Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video I'll be going over everything relating to breaker blocks. I'll start off by first explaining what a bullish breaker is, and then a bearish breaker, and then I will go through multiple examples to show you how to implement them into your trading. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So here I've drawn an example of what a bullish breaker looks like. So all a bullish breaker is us taking out a swing low right here, and then having a displacement to the upside with a market structure shift. This is what makes a bullish breaker. And then we want to see a retest of the high that was broken previous to this low getting taken out. Okay, so we see this high getting broken right there, and we want to see a retest of this high right there for continuation to the upside. That is all a bullish breaker is. Here I have an example of what a bullish breaker looks like. So all a bullish breaker is we have a swing low with sell side liquidity. We see that getting taken out, forming a lower low. Then after we see this swing low getting taken out, we want to see a displacement to the upside with a market structure shift above a swing high. And then we want to see a retest of the high that was broken to the upside, for a continuation to the upside. Okay, that is in simple terms what a bullish breaker is. Now your focus for entry should be these consecutive up close candles from this low to this high here, or singular candle, and you would be looking for a retest of those candles or candle once it touches it right here. Okay guys, now I have an example of what a bearish breaker looks like. So same thing but just the opposite. So here we make a high, a higher low, and then we take out this high for buy side liquidity right there, and then we have a displacement and market structure shift right here, okay, forming a lower low relative to that low right there. And then again we want to see a retest of these consecutive down close candles or single down close candle like this from that high to this low, and right there we want to see a retest of it before continuing down to the downside. Okay guys, now I will show you a few examples of how to implement the breaker block into your trading. So over here I have a chart of NQ on the 5-minute time frame, and as you guys can see we have a trading range from this high here to this low here. 50% or equilibrium is right here, and currently price is consolidating in a discount below 50%. So we'll look to target a premium, looking to target this inefficiency which has only been partially filled. So if we draw out our target, it will be from this high here to this low here, which has not been filled, but also above this high here, which contains buy side liquidity. So now what can we see on the chart? We can see a formation of relatively equal lows, and we'll wait for these relatively equal lows to get traded below before waiting for a displacement move to the upside to confirm our bullish breaker. Okay, so this is sell side liquidity. Let's let price play out. Okay, right there, we trade below it. Now, are we going to trade back into the range and see a displacement to the upside? Let's find out. So already we've seen us having a positive reaction to the upside. Now we need to see us have a market structure shift and displacement above this swing high right here. So let's wait for that. Okay, right there. Get it right there. And then your entry again would be off of this up close candle right there, and as you can see we tapped it there. So if we place our entry right at the high of the breaker and our stop loss at the low of the breaker, we'll be looking to target above 50%. So this swing high right here, that will be a partial, another partial for the closure of this gap, and then collapsing the trade altogether for a nice 1 to 4.6 risk reward. So if we continue to let the trade play out, get tagged there, and we hit take profit right there. All of our partials were hit, and then we exit the trade right there. Okay guys, here I am now on a 15-minute chart on gold. So again, same logic, but now this time we're going to be showing an example of what it will look like for a bearish breaker. Okay, so right here we have this swing high here, trade above it there before getting energetic displacement to the downside, and our market structure shift below this swing low right there. So now marking out our market structure shift right here and these 2 consecutive down close candles, which we will frame our entry off of, we can now place our entry right at the low of that bearish breaker and our stop loss at the high of the bearish breaker. And then we'll look to target these lows here. So if we let price play out, we'll wait to get tapped in there, and we'll wait to see these lows get taken out. And as you guys can see, we hit take profit nicely for a nice 1 to 3 risk reward. Now guys, a point I want to talk about breakers is the mean threshold, right? Breakers are a type of order block, so we can also use the mean threshold on breakers. So for this bearish breaker example here, what can you notice? We tapped mean threshold and immediately after we sold off. So if you want to increase your risk reward, you can choose to take your entry off of the mean threshold, and you will have a much higher risk reward shown here. However, you do risk not getting filled. That's why I prefer to just enter right at the low of the breaker to avoid any messing around. Now again guys, with regards to breakers, I really quickly want to talk about the mean threshold. So breaker blocks are just a type of order block, so we can still use the mean threshold and apply it here. So if I draw a midline here, price hit mean threshold and immediately sold off right after hitting our TP. So with the mean threshold, you can choose to enter off of there like that, and you'll get a nice 1 to 6.89 risk reward. However, you do risk not getting filled, so I would suggest entering just off of the low of the breaker.
Alright guys, we've now reached the end of the video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.